Welcome back to EdCamp Online. Now we're going to take a look at how you can update your classes. So we're at the dashboard. We've already logged into our school website and we'll click on classes. Very important, we will need to select classes and you'll go to the My Classes option. Now if you need to add a class, you can click right here to add a class. For example, if I were to, let's say I do Pre-AP English 1. I can do the periods that are optional. I'm just going to keep it as one group so that everyone gets the same information. I don't feel like copying. That's just my suggestion, but if you want to do each period, I'll show you in a second. I've got an English class, English 1 class that does show periods 1 and 2. So if I were to say Pre-AP English 1, it would be, I already have kind of a setup there, and you would save. I'm going to cancel this one just because I have a Pre-AP landing page already, and we'll look at these classes. So I've got these classes, period 1 and period 2. I will add an assignment here, and this is very straightforward. And you can actually, if you have used this in the past, you can bring in rubrics and assignments from the past. I haven't done these yet, so this is kind of a new thing for me. I would say write an essay exploring the rhetorical appeals of some author. So then this would be where I could select a file. You can drag, you can select a file. I can select from OneDrive. Once you connect your OneDrive, I've already connected my OneDrive, so it'll be able to look through all of my OneDrive folders. It'll log me in, and I'll be able to select whether it's a PowerPoint that accompanies this assignment, whether it's a rubric, or an actual writing prompt for my English students. Then I'll be able to pick from the OneDrive once that's logged in. So I'll be able to pick any of these. If I were to go to English 1920 and English 1, then I would be able to see all of these that I would be able to drop in here. So let's say that I wanted them to review notes over body paragraphs. I would open that and it would attach right here, and I would put a reminder. I'd put a due date in and say, hey, this is due on Friday the 3rd, the end of that week that we resume learning. Don't forget, and I'll include some important information. And again, I can put links in here just like the teacher website. I can change the size and style of my text. I can do bullet points. If I want to actually just drag and drop from a PowerPoint and put all the text right here, I could. You could insert a table. You can insert a hyperlink. If I needed them to watch a YouTube video, I could insert that in here as well. I'll go ahead and escape out of that. So then I'll save. And then after it saves, it will show up under My Classes. So it's saving the assignment. And there it is. One assignment. It's next due April the 3rd. Now I would need to add students to these classes, or I would open these classes and give them the link to those classes. So we would go to, if I were to click in here, I could copy it into my other class periods. This is where you can edit your assignment or copy it into your other class period. So you don't have to input it for every single class. If you want to do your classes by period, you would just be able to copy the assignment from one into the others, kind of like we already do in the gradebook. So once you're inside this one, you can go to New Assignment again and be able to do that. So these would be the sites that you would use in order to add assignments to your classes by period. And I'll go ahead and do another video. You know what? I'll go ahead and add it to this video. Okay, so probably most important, actually, once you have your page built, you would show parents how to subscribe to your personal page if you'd like. It would just be right underneath your picture. And then they'll enter the student, their contact information. Now, subscribing to classes, which is kind of where we're going to be pushing most of them, you would go to the same place and just scroll all the way down. I'll show you on mine. All the way down, you would, and this is what it looks like if the parent wants to subscribe to your personal page. Scroll all the way down to classes, and then we've got the different class periods. So let's say I were to click on period 1, then click. It's loading. And then they would be able to subscribe to the class. So let's say that I have a first period kid. Well, then they would come here and subscribe to this class right here. And I would be able to give them some more detailed instructions via Remind, especially if I already have their contact info by phone or they signed up in the app. And that's the main method that we communicate, simply because they're much more likely to send you a Remind chat than an email. But that would be how they would subscribe to your class. So that's how you set up, add assignments to, and have parents and students subscribe to your classes. Shoot me an email if you have any questions, jonathan.sixtos@visd.net. Thanks for watching another EdCamp Online.